A dominant behavior, maybe somebody can type this one in. Anna, I know you did this for us once. There are basically 6 dominant behaviors, but anything that ends with ing. Humping, jumping, barking, growling, blocking, and bumping. Humping, I think everybody knows. Jumping, everyone knows. Barking is a dog warning others not to come near. Once we become the pack leader, though, guess what? Like if I've got 8 Ridgebacks barking, I walk to the window, look outside, and go sit down. And guess what my dogs do? They sit down because I've shown them that I looked at it. Yep, I see it out the window. It's nothing. And I go sit down. So that's that. It's that easy. If your dog sees you as looking out there and protecting, oh, okay, well, then there's nothing to worry about. I'll go lie down. Growling is self-explanatory, and that's including when you're playing and your dog is growling. Blocking is when your dog is trying to push another dog or a person out of the way, kind of getting in between people. You don't want your dog getting in between you and your husband, because those are the dogs that are going to tend, the behaviors that are going to tend to turn into aggression. And one day you're going to be sleeping in bed, the husband goes to get in bed, and the dog jumps up and bites him. The last one is it's humping, jumping, barking, growling, blocking, and bumping. Bumping is like begging for attention. You'll see they push into you, they nuzzle you, they bang on your side, and they're just trying to get your attention or affection. But guess what? In our world, when we're going to tell the dog when we're giving it affection. Now, the dog where I just was, I waited. It was almost 6 hours. Finally, at the end, she calmed down, and she laid in her bed, and I crawled up next to her, and we just cuddled for about a half hour or so, and just cuddling with her, and she was a great dog. But I have 8 Ridgebacks. I literally can go at any time and just kiss my dogs, cuddle my dogs. You know why? They don't do anything bad because they don't have to do anything bad. They know they don't have to protect me. They don't have to jump on my guests. They're not going to run out the front door. They're not going to steal my stuff because it's my stuff. They're not going to pee and poop in my house because it's my house. Once your dog learns all those things that are just part of being a dog, and he learns that you're providing for him, he's going to stop providing for you, and he's going to stop going crazy and doing all that. Mark, I want you to talk about what, like maybe a favorite case or something that you feel is like a common complaint, because I know I get dragging on the leash and jumping all the time. What do you find is the biggest issue?
Okay, what I want to talk about is the issue of fear. We all know dogs, know people with dogs that are fearful. I've noticed a couple of these emails in here. You know, my dog runs from kids. Well, so do I, but that's beside the point. Dogs who are afraid of anything, a bicycle, a skateboard, people that come in the house, other dogs, you cannot let a fearful dog run from its fear. Number one, you're not correcting any behavior. Number two, most of us humans have caused the fear in the first place. Now, I say that, and here's my reasoning. If you have a small dog, and even a big dog will do it too, fireworks, thunder, it doesn't matter what the object is or what the sound is that the dog is fearful of, the fact is the dog is fearful. So, what most of the humans do is pet the dog and say it's going to be okay. It's okay, Fluffy, Daddy's here. It's okay, Fluffy, it's just 4th of July, and you know they do fireworks every year. You can't reason with the dog and explain this fear away. You also cannot love fear away. Now think about this, the humans. If you are afraid of tall buildings, elevators, airplanes, and you pay a doctor hundreds of dollars an hour to fix that issue, what is he going to eventually do? He's going to put you on an airplane, put you in an elevator. So it's the same theory with dogs. If you ignore the dog's fear and go up to the object like you're in charge and it's nothing that's going to harm us, your energy will affect the dog's behavior, and your dog will have to deal with its fear until the dog gets over his fear. So if I'm working with a dog that's afraid of cars, I'd walk the dog around parking lots. And all I'm doing is walking around looking at the cars that's parked. I'm not worried about what the dog is doing. And within 5 to 10 minutes, the dog could care less about the cars that's at the parking lot. So people, don't let your dogs run from its fear. If it's at the front door, put a leash on him and just stand there, ignore him, and answer your door. Don't allow your dog to run from its fear. That's a learned behavior. And then we pet it like he did something good. We reward that behavior, and he learns to be fearful because mommy's going to pick me up and pet me and kiss me.
Mark, can I add something to that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thanks. When people pet fear, what they're doing is they're making them more fearful. What you need to do is think back to dogs in the wild. Dogs in the wild, just let's say we've got a den full of newborn puppies. We got 12 puppies. We cannot take all those puppies and move when they're 2 days old. If we have a fearful pack member, remember, animals can sense fear. So now they sense fear. So if we have a fearful pack member, the predators that are around us will also be able to sense that. Now that fearful pack member has given up our position, and now we have to be worried about our pack's survival, our puppies being killed. So in the wild, a dog will bite another dog for being fearful. Sometimes they'll chase them they'll just chase them away. Sometimes they'll even kill them. You think about in the Army, when you're in a bunker and one of your guys stands up, and now the enemy knows exactly where you are, that fear is dangerous. A lot of people don't understand what we mean by that, but fear is dangerous. You remember Columbine? Think of these kids. They were not the captains of the football team. These were not the jocks. These were the kids that got picked on. These were the kids that were fearful. Fear makes people and animals very unpredictable. The last thing we want of a fearful dog is to make that dog more fearful. We want to teach him that we're in charge. And guess what? Honey, I'm the best provider. I'm the strongest pack leader. You do not have to worry about it. I'm protecting you. So that's why we bite fear. It's not that we're mad at the dog, but in the wild, fear is bitten. Fear is reprimanded because fear is dangerous.
I have a question for both you, Mark and Janice. In the last probably 6 or 7 years here in Los Angeles, California, we've had numerous reports of owners of a particular breed of dog, the Rottweiler, attacking people, and when I say attack, seriously attacking people, young children, or and really mauling them pretty bad, and then ending up with the